Hi, writers. Welcome back. I am here today to talk a little bit about one of the options on your journaling menu. And this one happens to be one of my favorite things to do. And it is all about making lists. I love to make lists, and people love to make lists. Let's talk a little bit about why people make lists. One reason why people might make lists is to remember something. I know that sometimes I need help to remember things, or I need to write things down in an order so that I won't forget to do them. So one type of a list is a to-do list, and I love to check off those boxes after I've accomplished something. Another type of list that people might make is things that they might treasure. So you might want to remember a list of people that you love, or people that you might miss right now, or favorite books. You can make a list of those things so that you could remember those. Another reason why people might make lists is to create an order of things. One of these types of lists, an order list, is called a top 10 list, and I'm sure you've heard of those before. So people like to create a top 10 list of their favorite toys, a top 10 list of their favorite video games. Top 10 lists are some of my favorite things to do. Another reason why you might want to make a list is to organize your thoughts or ideas. I'm going to put that word up here. You might want to organize something. And sometimes I mentioned the top 10 list, but sometimes you also might want to make a list of your worst to best. It doesn't always have to be the top 10 best movies that you've ever seen. One reason why I do love making lists, because there are so many choices when you make a list. Your list could be short and sweet. So you might only have a few things, or you might only have 10 things on your list, but you also might have a list that's ongoing. So you can keep on adding to that list. So as we stay home and as we're working in our journals, maybe there's a list of books that you read while you were home, and you can keep adding and adding and adding onto that list. Another choice that you have when you're making lists is the format. Sometimes you might do numbers. Sometimes you might do bullets, and I actually really like bullets because you could do the normal bullet, you can make a checklist box, you could do stars, you could do smiley faces. You can get really creative when we're thinking about bullets for our making lists. Now, topics are important for making lists. I've mentioned a few already so far, but when you're making lists, you can write about other things as well. Let me just move my chart here so you can see. I'm thinking right now of making a list of all the things I want to do when we get back in school. The people that I might want to give a high five to, friends that I want to give hugs to, books that I left that I want to collect. You could also make a list of things that you might be grateful for, or people that you're grateful for. I'm thinking a lot about some of the essential workers that are going to work right now. I might make a list of essential workers that I'm grateful for. Now, I've talked about a lot of happy things, but you can also make lists of things that you might miss. I bet there are a lot of things that you're missing at home right now. And then, of course, one of my favorites, you can make a list of books that you want to read, books that you've already read, books that you'd recommend to a friend. Those are some great ways that you could make a list in your notebook. Today, I'm going to show you something called a top 10 list. So I'm going to show you what I would do if I were making a top 10 list. Today, writers, I'm going to show you all about how to write a top 10 list. So the first thing that you need to do when you're thinking of a top 10 list is you need to come up with a topic. So what will your top 10 list be all about? You could write top 10 games that you've played, top 10 toys for kids. You could write top 10 books. You could write the top 10 movies or TV shows that you're watching right now, or you could maybe even think about the top 10 snacks that you've been eating. Once you have your topic, it's time to brainstorm and collect. So I'm going to choose my topic today to show you top 10 snacks. I've been eating a lot of snacks, and I've discovered some new snacks that I do love. So I am going to now brainstorm and collect my snacks. I'm going to create a collection. So I'm going to go downstairs to my pantry and pick out 10 snacks that I've been loving while we are at home. And then once I have my snacks, I'm going to sort them. I'm going to show you how this is done.
Hi, writers. So I am back and I gathered up all the snacks that I have been snacking on since I have been home. And so right now I have a giant pile. So now my job is to start sorting that pile. So I need to sort from my least favorite all the way to my favorite snack. So I'm going to do that work now. Hold on. As I'm sorting my snacks, I might be asking myself a question and deciding between two of the snacks. So if I had graham crackers or Nilla wafers, I think I like graham crackers more. So I'm going to start moving that one down towards my least favorite. I do love rice cakes, and I think I like them more than graham crackers. So I'm going to do that work right now. Popcorn's my favorite, so I'm going to put that up way down here because I know that's going to be my number one. Let's see, orange or apple? Orange or apple? I'm going to move my apple up. Cliff Bar. A yogurt. I think I'm going to squeeze my yogurt right in here. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more snack to add to my list. But if I had all these snacks in a row, you can see that I needed a little bit of space to lay them out so I could decide on my top 10 list. I did this work in my son's room because I could use his bed to spread out. So when I start writing my list, I'm going to use popcorn as my number 1 and then work my way down. So number 1 would be popcorn, 2 would be apple, orange, granola bar, and I would keep working my way down the list. All right, I'm going to go find one more snack to add to my top 10 list.
Hi writers, I'm back from sorting. So you watched me sort all of the snacks. The next task to make a top 10 list is to write down your list. So I decided to go ahead and write my top 10 snacks. And I'll let you know the secret snack that I forgot about. Let's see if you can figure it out. My first choice was popcorn, apples, oranges, granola bars, pretzels, yogurt, rice cakes, M&Ms, graham crackers, and then Nilla wafers. I put in M&Ms as my 10th choice for snack. I hope that you are able to write a top 10 list today at home. Make sure to take a picture or share your top 10 list if you're doing it digitally with your teacher. I can't wait to see what you come up with, writers. Bye!